How you doing? My name is Kevin. We're here in the laundry room, and we have a GFCI outlet right here, and it goes down to another outlet which is running my wash machine, and we're having issues with it. It keeps tripping. Now that doesn't mean that there's water on it or moisture on it. It doesn't necessarily mean that. The outlet is just going bad, and the crazy thing is this house is only about 3 years old. So if you're having issues with one of these and it doesn't want to work, you're just going to have to break down and buy you another one. So we got us another one here, and we're going to replace this one and just bring you guys along and show you how it's done. Let's get to it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to reset our little box there. We're going to put a tester in this thing. And it's saying that it's working. It's got the right voltage, and we can test that thing by pushing this little button up here on the top. We just push this little button. So we're going to put it in there, and then we'll push the button, and it clicked it. It seems to be working just fine. Now the thing is if you're going to change this out, the first thing you want to do is cut all the power off to it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in there, put this in here, and my breakers are all marked, so I'll know exactly which breaker it is for this box. We'll be able to check it to make sure there's no power in it by watching this little light right here. So now I went in and hit the breaker off, and you can see my light went off, so I don't have any power to that. This outlet was working, and it still does work. But under a little bit of stress, it wants to shut down. So we're going to go ahead and pull this outlet out, and we're going to replace it with our new outlet. So now that we don't have any more power in there, we're going to go ahead and pull these two screws. There's one on the bottom and one here on the top. This is just a cover for this box. Sometimes the paint will hold the box on, so you might have to snap it off. Now what we'll do is we have two more screws on here. One here on the bottom and one here on the top. We're going to go ahead and pull those screws out. Now we can pull our box out. Be real careful with your box. Pull it out. Once you get your box pulled out like that, it's really nice to have another tester. You get another tester and check it just to make sure you got all the power off. You can touch it and make sure there's nothing. So now we know. We tested it with two different testers, so now we know there's no power in it. So we're going to go ahead and pull these wires out. So you're going to have two wires on this side, and they're black and they're gold color screws. On the other side you're going to have silver screws, and they're going to be your white screws. Now just put your box back in exactly the way you took it out. So the two wires that go on this side, the top one, leave it on the top, bottom one, leave it on the bottom. So we got pretty much the identically same box. We're just going to pull our wires out of one side and put them onto this one. Pretty easy. All we got to do is loosen these bolts. That one there, and loosen this bolt. And we're going to pull these wires out. That's the top one. That's the bottom one. Now we're going to take our other box, the new box. We're going to slide our wire back in, the top one. We're going to slide it through the side of this guy. Not crazy about how long that wire right there is. I'm going to snip some of it off. We're going take a little piece off of this one also. Top one goes up here. Slide it behind that gold plate right there. You can see the gold plate. Just slide it behind there. Go ahead and tighten it up. Now the other one on the bottom, slide it behind the gold plate. Pretty simple. Now we have our 2 wires on that side. We're going to go ahead and pull the other 2 wires off of this side of this one, the top and the bottom one. Go ahead and pull your wires out. That's your top one. Put it to the top. That's the bottom one. Put it to the bottom. Slide it down. Go ahead and slide your top one back in to this, your top one on this side. And then go ahead and tighten this bolt here. Sometimes your Phillips head don't want to tighten as good, so use a flat head. Slide your bottom one in. Now that we got that one in, we'll go ahead and tighten this side. Alright, make sure your bolts are nice and tight. We have one more to take off. The ground on the bottom. So you have a ground, it's a green one on the bottom. That's going to be the copper colored wire. Go ahead and loosen that. Pull it out. Flip your box over. On the bottom of your new one, slide your copper wire in there. Once you got it slid in there, go ahead and tighten it up. Pretty simple. Now all we got to do is push our box back in. I put my screws off to the side a little bit, push it back so it's got plenty of room to get the wires in there. Now you just find your holes. Now start screwing your box in. Now don't tighten these all the way up yet. Get them both started first. Once you get one started, get your bottom one started a little bit into the hole. Then you can go ahead and tighten these guys up. Once you got your box semi-tight there, go ahead and take a screwdriver and finish tightening them so you don't strip them. Alright, now we have our new box cover. We got to get our cover on there. Like so. We're going to put our cover on there just the way we took it off. And go ahead and start your screws in there. Now that we got everything hooked up, we're going to go ahead and plug our tester in and go in there and put some power to it. So our little tester's on. We'll push that button and now we have power in there. And this is saying it's got 120 volts in it. And now we're going to test it. And as you can see, it worked. We'll push it down again. Now we're going to go ahead and run the wash machine, run a cycle through it and make sure this thing works good. And then that's it. Not much to it. Well, the washer is running. We'll see if it'll do its whole cycle. Okay, our washer is on its rinse cycle now, and it hasn't kicked any breakers. The outlet's still working just fine. There's one thing I wanted to let you guys know. On the back of your outlet, you'll see one word that says line and one that will say load on the back. That line is the power in, and the load is the power out. So if your power is coming into your box, you want it to go in this one, the line side, and where it comes out of your box to your outlet, to another outlet, it's going to be load. So keep that in mind, because some of these are backwards, and I know if you notice when I did mine, I just kind of switched the wires, but I had the identical same box. So if something happens and your outlet's not working, you might want to check that line and that load. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.